Hi, welcome to Hot Mom's Dinner Club. It's Tiffany and Maddie. Today we are making, what are we making today?
Chex Mix!
Chex Mix, that's right. Chex Mix. We're making homemade Chex Mix. Actually, Mad Smoked Chex Mix. And why are we going to call it Mad Smoke?
Because Daddy is cooking it.
That's right. We're going to smoke it instead of baking it. We're making Mad Smoke Chex Mix. It's also going to have the signature Mad Smoke rub in it as well. So, first of all, we started off with an assortment of Chex cereal. So we have 3 cups each of the wheat, the rice, and the corn Chex Mix. And then the rest of it, this one will take care of the rest of the cereal. No problem there. We got 3 cups each of the Chex Mix. Yep, that's the nuts.
That's the nuts.
We'll talk about the nuts in a second. 3 cups each. Then I mixed 2 cups of Cheez-Its, 2 cups of pretzels, 1.5 cups of some Honey Nut Cheerios, and 1.5 cups of sourdough nibblers in addition to the pretzels. And then also just a cup of the bagel crisps, the New York style bagel. And then I just kind of roughly broke those up. Anyway, so that's all in this bowl here. We already made 1 batch of this, and Mike handed it out to his co-workers and bosses and whatnot for holiday gifts. And now we're making yet another batch to give away to other people and also to have some for New Year's Eve. So in addition to all of our cereals, pretzels, etc. here, we're also going to add in some nuts. You don't have to put nuts in yours if you don't want to, but we like nuts. So in here, I have 1.5 cups of honey roasted peanuts and then 1 cup of roasted cashews. I'm going to add that in as well. Oh, yeah, we can put it in. And then we'll separate this into 2 different bowls so we can mix that buttery mix in here. So now I'm going to get my 9 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I've got that in the small sauce pot. I'm going to get that melting.
And while they're doing that, I've got the smoker pit going right now with hickory, and we're smoking it up.
All right. So our 9 tablespoons of unsalted butter has melted. Next, we're going to add in 1/3 cup of Worcestershire sauce. 2 tablespoons of our signature Mad Smoke rub. It's got just a touch of heat to it and a lot of smokiness already in there with the smoked paprika. 1/4 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon only of cayenne. A little bit of cayenne goes a long way. You know, depending on your spice preference, you can up that or even omit it if you don't even want that in there. And then we're going to do 1/2 tablespoon of garlic powder and not a whole tablespoon, about 3/4 tablespoon of kosher salt. Our spice rub does not have a whole lot of salt in it, so if yours happens to have a lot of salt in it, you might want to cut back a little bit on the salt. Also, this is kosher salt. So if you're using regular iodized salt, you'll actually need 3/4 teaspoon instead of tablespoon. Okay, cut that by 1/3 if you're using iodized salt instead of kosher salt. Also, if you're using salted butter as opposed to unsalted butter, you'll want to cut back on this as well. So we put in 3/4 tablespoon of kosher salt. So I'm going to mix this all together. I already kind of mixed everything up in here, and I got it in 2 different bowls. That way I've got some room to incorporate the butter mix into here, and I'm going to add 1/2 into each one of the bowls, and then I'm going to lay it out on the 2 sheet pans. And you don't have to do anything to these sheet pans. There's enough butter in here, it's not going to stick, so you don't have to prep your sheet pans in any way. Just spread the butter 1/2 on each one and start mixing. Go ahead and spread this out on 2 sheet pans. That way we have lots of surface area to pick up that smoke flavor. What I love about Chex Mix too is you can throw any mix of stuff together. I just kind of like this traditional bowl type flavor with the garlic and the Worcestershire. Honestly, I need to make it more often so I can play around with it. It's always been so long since I've made it that I just kind of revert back to the same traditional type. But there's so many different versions that you can do For instance, use a lot of the same ingredients and just throw in some like cheddar or ranch seasoning to make it a ranch style. Throw in some taco seasoning, make like a chipotle Tex-Mix or barbecue style. You could always add some buffalo or any other hot sauce instead of the Worcestershire, or even in addition to the Worcestershire. Some ground mustard, horseradish, you name it. Right now it's the holidays. And you could always do a browned butter type version. Just let your butter cook a step further for it to start browning, and then it'll start to take on a nutty type flavor. Then add in your warm winter spices like cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger. You also might want to switch up your cereals and your accompaniments. You know, even use like a cinnamon type cereal. But and then you could throw in like pecans for your nuts. Even like some dried orange peel, candied orange peel, and just make a completely different type of Chex Mix for the holidays. But the possibilities are just endless with this. And the fun thing about this one is that we're smoking it. I can't wait to see how much smoke flavor this one takes on. So we have a big batch here. I love to make a big batch of Chex Mix because, like I said, you know, we like to give it out. Mike likes to take it to work and give it to the guys that he works with. It's always just a fun thing to hand out. People love Chex Mix, and we love to snack on Chex Mix. So I usually always just make a big batch of it. You know, you have to buy a lot to make it a fun mix. You got to buy a lot of different stuff. So you might as well just go ahead and make a big batch of it. So I'm gonna hand it off to Mike now, and he's gonna put in the smoker about 225 to 250. As he mentioned, he's using hickory in that. And we're going to stir it every 15 minutes. We're going to let it go at least an hour, possibly a bit more, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. But we're going to stir it every 15 minutes. Basically, you want to pull your outside edges in, you know, just kind of mix it around. We'll probably rotate the sheet pans within the smoker as well. You're basically just kind of smoking it at a low temp, and that's just going to draw the moisture out, concentrate all the flavors, and also it's going to bake that buttery goodness into those pieces. All right, time to hand it off to Mike. Just smiling.
Am I on?
Just, yes, you're on. Just smile and look pretty, okay?
I need my assistant.
Maddie, super careful, Maddie.
Thank you. She took a couple pieces.
I'm sure she munched a little bit on it.
All right, we're gonna put these in there like this for now, and then we'll rotate.
All right.
Let's let it smoke.
Give me a smile. Nice handy spoon holder there.
That's for the hammer, but we'll put the spoon in it this time.
Hot stuff, Maddie. Just be careful, okay? Whoa, that looks delicious, doesn't it? We'll just let that cool down for a little bit. Are you ready to eat some of this?
Yes, I love it. I tasted some of it last time, but not too much.
I bet it's cool enough to eat. Oh, yeah, it's fine. Have a piece of that. That's good stuff. Oh, definitely tastes the smoke flavor. Oh, so you can really taste the smoke in that. That's awesome. Hot Mom's Dinner Club, Mad Smoked Chex Mix.